What's up, guys? Let's talk about it real quick. We're going to talk about hypergamy. Women are hypergamous by nature. Women always date up. Okay? What happens here? Hypergamy is a natural occurrence. Women have it. It's one of those things where women date up. Why? If you have a woman that's dating someone in a social circle that's mediocre, I mean financially, this doesn't mean on a traditional level, right? This is secular, right? For the most part. Hypergamy works for all women. But let's break down the differences, right? The modern day woman is secular in nature, right? So her hypergamy, what she sees value in is sociology, right? Sociology, the person's status, right? High value male, the guy that the leader, right? Also the alpha male, right? So women don't date down because it's a survival mechanism. They have to do it, right? Doesn't mean they have to keep moving up, up, up. They find a guy that's going to fulfill their needs and find the right mix for them. In other words, an alpha male that knows his worth, the one that's running things and controlling, and he has status because he's built it up, right? She'll stay because he's an alpha male, right? But at some point, women will have this hypergamy. It will kick in if they're not happy, if they feel there's more out there. And a lot of times, women, doesn't mean that they're not skewered in their worldview and self-view, right? Some women are very, very much exaggerated by society, by empowerment, which is nothing wrong with empowerment, but there's nothing wrong with confidence either. But when it gets to delusional level, a level of unrealism, right? It's a problem for that person because everyone else knows she'll never be happy. See, the hypergamy is also a double-edged sword, right? Yes, number one, works for survival. You get a chance to, a woman needs to be safe. They need to make sure that they procreate with the male that can provide for them. That's built in, that's hardwired in their DNA. The same way it's hardwired in the male's DNA to provide, right? Some guys don't work, they don't do much, they're shiftless, and the woman's doing all the work. And this society has flipped tables, right? Because now women are the ones that are educated. Women are the ones now bringing in the bacon and providing. And some guys just sit back and let it happen, okay? That's feminine energy. Women want hypergamy, yes. What happens though, women that stays with someone like that will eventually live in regret, right? Because she's going against her nature to build, to bond, to grow, right? Because at some point she's going to want. She has family. There's a cry inside a woman. Sometimes throughout their life that there's a cry for bonding or childbearing, right? That's hardwired DNA too. Now, it doesn't mean everyone has kids. Doesn't mean that they all act on it. But oftentimes, and studies have proven, when women don't act on it, there's psychological problems sometimes, right? There's strong denial. There's maybe substance involved, and they just don't. They live a different life altogether, right? The quality may or may not suffer. They may be matter of fact, they may either do one or two things. They'll go to the doldrums of depression, or be very successful and bitchy and that kind of thing. So, but anyway, bottom line is hypergamy is a necessity. Women do it. It's a survival skill. It's to keep them safe with someone that can provide and protect and be that shelter for them and procreating. When this is done right, this works well for traditional women. Women that are traditional, they're always seeking for a guy that's going to, be that family guy. Now, the best part about that is traditional women don't expect. It's not about the value comes in the man, right? He could be a steel worker. He can work a regular 9-to-5 job, but he's bringing home the bacon. He's successful with his budgeting, right? The family has what they need. She needs a man. Her hypergamy, her nature is about her value, and her value comes in with a man in the house, a family guy, a man that's going to live the life that she lived, that her parents lived, that she grew up with through her parents. That may be her life goal, to be the best mom, a homemaker, an educator for the kids, spiritual leader for the kids and family, and all that. That's very feminine, very, very, very feminine, non-worldly, right? That's non-secular, right? Oftentimes, and I'm going to go off a little road here a little bit, but oftentimes you find modern women with this secular agenda lacking spirituality, right? And I'm not here to judge. You live where you want to live, but if you ever take notice of their philosophies and their principles, it's more worldly, more out there than the value of a traditional lifestyle, right? So mostly you'll find this in the Western dichotomy, the Western lifestyle, this new world lifestyle that's happening, right? So you find a lot of women, things falls on deaf ears. A lot of women end up single and this and that and whatever. But again, this is part of women's choices. So hypergamy is a survival skill. It's necessary. And the antidote here, guys, is for you to be the best person you got to be, right? Maximize who you are. Maximize the work on yourself, that self-work, right? Because she's going to see the value in you, whatever woman it is, right? The idea here is that the values and all the status and all, for men, we have to build it. Women go get dressed for 4 hours, 3 hours, put on makeup, just go out and show up. We have to build it. It takes a 20-year-old guy, young man, years, 5 years, 4 years to really get his foot on the ground, get that nice job he wants to literally settle in. He may move around a couple of times, 2 or 3 jobs, 4 jobs, maybe more, but around 25, start to get a job he really likes, could see a career going. Took him 5 years. Meanwhile, the woman, the girl that's 20 years old, she has spent 5 years hanging out, in front of the line, getting VIP, being served by others, right? That's the frustration that some guys feel when they fail to plan for success. That's why when you get around 25, you should start having an idea of your life goals, right? And if nothing else, guys, if you're 20, stay active, take care of your health, eat right. And no matter what job you have, you want to build it, right? You still got to build who you are. Because once you get 25, 26, you're going to be the man. You're starting to become the man, see the man that you're becoming, and then you go out there with pride, right? So it works out for us in the end, but hypergamy will always be there, guys, and that's the point. You don't get mad about it. Don't get upset about female nature. You just deal with it and you rock with it. You be the best you got to be. You be the best option, right? Because if you're the best option, where's she going? I know I put value in. Whatever you're doing, you can't knock my hustle. You can't knock me off my square because I put the value in. I was up late at nights. I did the hard work. I did all the labor. I go out, I'm proud, right? You want to go out, you're going to be proud of what you put in because you're still building. You still got a life plan. You still got goals. They just don't know. They're going to find out, right? So that's the idea, guys. You walk out here with confidence. When you go out, you're celebrating. You're having a good time. And then it's back to work, right? This is value. So our value is built intrinsically, guys. Women have value which is extrinsic initially because it's about their looks until the looks start fading and they're no longer getting in VIP and then it's out turning to rock and roll, right? So listen, guys, like, subscribe, comment below. When you're family, I got you. Excel, and I'm out.